LeBron's worst nightmare. Barkley blasts ESPN for ruining LeBron vs MJ debate. In a recent no-holds-barred interview, NBA Hall of Famer Charles Barkley publicly criticized ESPN for creating what he calls LeBron James' worst nightmare, the relentless comparison between James and Michael Jordan. According to Barkley, the network's constant framing of the GOAT debate has not only put undue pressure on LeBron but has also distorted the conversation around his legacy. Barkley speaks out. During the segment, Barkley, known for his candid commentary, stated, "LeBron will always be compared to MJ. It's unfair, and the media makes it worse. They are obsessed with this rivalry that can't even exist because they weren't playing at the same time." Barkley's remarks underscore a growing sentiment among players and analysts alike. The media, especially ESPN, has often amplified the LeBron vs Jordan debate at the expense of context. The roots of the GOAT debate, the greatest of all time discussion, has spanned decades. Jordan, with 6 championships and a global legacy, set the benchmark during the 1980s and 1990s. LeBron, entering the NBA in 2003, has compiled 4 championships, 19 All-Star selections, and numerous records that span scoring, assists, and longevity. Barkley argues that comparisons between the two are inherently flawed due to differences in eras, rules, and league dynamics. Yet, as he points out, ESPN has made it nearly impossible for LeBron to escape the narrative of MJ versus LeBron. How ESPN shaped the narrative. According to Barkley, ESPN's coverage has contributed significantly to the perception that LeBron is constantly chasing Jordan. 1. Continuous comparisons. Every LeBron milestone is measured against Jordan's career, from championships to MVP awards. 2. Sensationalized hot takes. Coverage often focuses on debate-driven content rather than thoughtful analysis. 3. Contextual oversight. Differences in era, style of play, and competition are frequently ignored, oversimplifying complex comparisons. The media makes it feel like no matter what LeBron does, he's always second, Barkley said. The psychological toll on LeBron. Barkley suggests that the constant scrutiny has real implications for LeBron. Public expectations and fan pressure mean that every playoff performance, record-breaking game, and championship is scrutinized through the lens of Jordan. While LeBron has expressed confidence in his abilities, the shadow of MJ looms large. Stats in perspective. A closer look at key statistics highlights both players' achievements while reinforcing Barkley's point about context. Player championships, MVPs, All-Star selections, points per game, playoff PPG, seasons played. Michael Jordan 6-5, 14, 30.1, 33.4, 15. LeBron James 4-4, 19, 27.2, 28.7, 21 plus. While numbers provide a partial picture, they fail to capture era-specific challenges, such as defensive rules, league pace, and physicality differences. Barkley argues that ignoring these factors skews public perception. Media-driven rivalries and fan debate. ESPN's coverage has fueled fan debates and social media arguments, creating a nearly tribal division among NBA fans. Viral content pits LeBron directly against Jordan. Headlines often exaggerate comparisons to drive clicks. Social media amplifies both support and criticism, putting additional pressure on LeBron. Barkley warns that this media-driven rivalry is arguably more challenging than any opponent on the court. LeBron's response. Despite the narrative, LeBron has remained composed, often letting his performance speak for itself. He emphasizes team success, charitable initiatives, and personal growth over public debate. Barkley praises LeBron's professionalism but maintains that the media narrative is relentless. Conclusion. Charles Barkley's critique serves as a stark reminder of the challenges LeBron James faces beyond the basketball court. According to Barkley, LeBron's greatest obstacle may not be a rival player, but the media narrative that constantly compares him to Michael Jordan. LeBron's worst nightmare isn't losing a game, Barkley concluded. It's living every day in a world that constantly measures him against a legend from another era. For fans and analysts, the takeaway is clear. While debates over the GOAT will persist, LeBron's legacy deserves to be appreciated on its own merits, not merely as a comparison to the past.